In today's video, we are heading over to Yield Goat, Antique Up, and Water Street Vintage. We are going to assess the situation for the spring booth flip. Now, I sold some pieces at the Yield Goat and at Antique Up, so those are the first two booths that I will be flipping for spring. They are local here. I definitely have an idea or vision for both, so come along and we are going to check those out. And then if I have time, we will drive all the way over to New London and check out the Water Street Vintage booth. All right, we're here and let's go inside. So here is the booth, and my vision here is to take this table, which has a leaf, and right now I thought about putting it there. But now as I was thinking after the fact, I think I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to have that window. If you've been watching me for a while on my lives, I redid a huge window and I'm going to hang it there. So I think I'm going to put the table here. And then on the other side, I'm going to put the hutch. I'm taking this other little round table out, and I will probably put that in a different booth. Just change things up, take furniture pieces that in this booth, move it to another booth. Just doing that really changes the whole look of the booth. Plus, I am going to just rearrange, move items all over, definitely add some height and just new pieces in here. I love it when people rearrange stuff and just set things about wherever. Just totally annoys me, but it's all good. So I definitely want to keep both of these green pieces in here. I don't like how these are right now at the moment. So like I said, the window will go right behind that hutch. And then I think where this white hutch is where the green one will go. And we're going to just give this whole booth an entirely new look. All right. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wanted to start working on it right away, but today is all about assessing the situation, taking a look at what I need to do, what needs to come out, what needs to go where. So I am leaving those two green dresser, well, one is a hutch and one is a dresser. So I initially was going to do all apothecary colors, like real springy colors like that. Because I have those two pieces in there, I think what I'm going to do is kind of change my whole vision for that booth. And I need to add 6 chairs, so I need to refurbish 6 chairs. I have the 6 chairs that I picked out of the garbage, so I'm going to take those. I also need to get 2 other chairs to go with that other set. I'm going to divide the booth up a bit. So my vision, I kind of showed you in there, was I'm going to move that big round table. I'm actually going to put the leaf in it, move it into the center against that wall. And then I'm either going to put it there, or because I'm going to hang my window, I might put it in front of the window. That might actually be the better solution. And then against that wall, where the barn board wall, I think that's where I'm going to put the green hutch. That actually will work out really good now that I'm talking it out. So I need to paint quite a few chairs within the next week. So I'm going to be working on that. And actually, I do have 2 chairs painted already. I did that on a live. I just need to do the 6. So for that table display, and then we're going to get started there. So let's head over to Antique Up. I want to get a glimpse of that and then how we're going to change that booth up next. Here is my Antique Up booth, and this used to be shared with my mother. I had half, she had half. I took it all over about a year now, so I've been slowly but surely filling it up. First off, this whole paint display, I am going to push all the way back to the wall. I at first liked the idea of having like a horseshoe, you kind of like a circle where you walk in and then around. But I don't any longer. Now this table where it's at used to be here where these 2 chairs were, and then against that wall was a very large hutch. I sold the hutch this past weekend and came in very quickly and rearranged that. Now I want to move that full fireplace maybe there or here. I still am trying to get a good vision, but that paint display is going to go where the full fireplace is currently. Now, these doors, I love how I have the paint on them, so I am going to find another set of doors and create another set right there. So I have to figure that all out. It will all come together. I swear it will. But everything is looking okay in here. It's not horrid. I just want to really change it up, add pops of spring to the booth now. So it just needs a good flip. Now here I have all the soaps, and since I've moved my soaps back there, the sales have gone down tremendously. So I am going to put them all along both sides, and that is going to be like my little mini soap display, and all those paints then will be against the wall. So this will be all open. I think it will be a lot better in the end with the paint being, like I said, pushed against that back wall. And I really like this booth. It's been a work in progress. Now this shelf, I've decided I'm going to move up. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can have some bigger pieces of furniture on both sides. I like how the ceilings go so high, but what I find is a lot of times people don't shop up there. Well, that was Antique Up, and you can clearly see I have a lot going on in there. I'm going to take the paint display and I'm going to move it against the wall. We're going to add some additional doors, create a shelving area for the paint, and then the shelves up front are going to be for the soaps. So stay tuned for that booth flip. I want all my booth flips to be done prior to me going on vacation. So I have a lot to do in the next couple weeks. All right, let's head over to Water Street Vintage. So I've taken out all the Christmas, and here is what the booth looks like at this point. I think it looks pretty good. I just want to change this up, make it look completely different. I've had some of these pieces in here for a while. I'm trying to envision how I want to change it up because I have all my IOD on one half of it. So really I am limited to the other side. So I think I'm going to try to just change a few pieces of furniture up, take some of these out, bring it to a different booth, and then work in some new pieces. Now, unfortunately, the elevator here has broke, so everything that I bring is going to have to be pretty lightweight at this point. So here is one last glimpse of the entire booth, and really it looks pretty good. I did want to show you guys this booth. It's kitty corner across from mine, and I love coming in and taking a peek. She always has the best displays, guys. It's so color coordinated and fun. So that was all three booths, guys. I went to Yield Goat, Antique Up, and Water Street Vintage, and by far Water Street Vintage needs the least amount of work. I do want to flip it though and move things around, change it up a bit. When things get stagnant and are all the same all the time, people just kind of walk by if they're regulars in the store. So for starters, I am going to be over at Yield Goat and Antique Up, flipping those booths, and then head over to Water Street after that. I do want all three booths totally flipped before I go on vacation in February. So there's going to be a lot to do in the upcoming weeks, and it's going to be an overhaul at both of those booths, the Goat and Antique Up. So, and I'm sure if you watch the video, you'll know what I all have in store, and I'm sure it will change a little bit as I get started. So I will see you either on Friday or tonight on my live, and you guys have yourselves a great week, and we'll see you then. Bye.